Hi everyone, welcome back to Corona Blossom, Volume 1, Episode 7, where we're still trying to learn more about this mysterious girl, but we do know from Episode 6 that even though she doesn't talk, she listens and obeys every command that Keiji gives her, such as go into a liquid, go into a human-like form, put the Vorks machine together, and take the Vorks machine apart. And also, the adults were quite scared at what was happening. They freaked out, and one even mentioned that they were going to take this mysterious girl out for a scientific research or experiment. Well, that's kind of cruel to someone that supposedly saved Keiji's life, according to Shino. But more importantly, they're making sure that Keiji is alright from that fire incident in the prologue. So let's see what happens next, and what they're going to do about this mysterious girl. So he asks me a few simple questions and answers, and I answer each in turn. So after he's finished, the fireman tells me that I might be contacted in a few days' time about what I witnessed during the blaze. And with that, he leaves. So they're still kind of shocked about that incident, especially with that strange girl. Okay, so no more of that chaos going on. Yeah, true that. So what does Shino have to say now? Well, I can see the relief in her eyes, but more than that, her worry. She's looking at me and this little girl. Okay, so I don't know what Keiji told the other people, but well, let's forget about that. Well, I didn't lie. I didn't find any people in there. But in a sense, it's true. Like, there's no one that needs to be rescued. I'm not sure what to do with this girl yet, but I can count on your cooperation. But then again, the other people still have to know about this, or they still want it in their record books. Is that okay? And Shino's quite happy about it. So I think it's like well, let's see how this person or this figure stays with Keiji and the others before we create a larger uproar with the town council. Okay. I will, thank you. Alright, well, let's go to the Tatsumi Bats then. Hey, cut it out, Shino. So Shino hugs both me and her father. And the girl at the center of this difficult just stares at us. Okay then, Shino, you take care of this girl person. Yeah? Question mark? So we have a saying, better the cry of a single crane than the chirps of 1,000 sparrows. But cranes are hardly noisy birds to begin with. Well, I've never seen a crane, so I don't know about them. Well, they're extremely wary, always vigilant. Only in emergencies will they let out their distinctive cry of theirs, signaling danger. So even a flock of sparrows chirping ceaselessly will fall silent at the cry of a single crane. It's the sort of saying you use to describe when someone's clever, or someone clever is able to sum up your incoherent ramblings in just a few words. Well, then again, the way that a crane makes his call is far different than what sparrows do when they make their call. The sparrows are just talking, just making noise, to letting everyone know that they're here, whereas a crane's probably only calling out when there is danger. Well, then again, it's theory. Well, anyways, the fact that this little space girl being cared for by the whole town is thanks to the warning cry of our very own crane, the head of the town council. Alright, so what does he have to say? Well, actually, I'm not sure that is entirely accurate. Well, let me correct myself. Okay, so they give her a name and she's called RNE. So who named this person? Probably Shino. Well, it's not like the town people who are taking care of the girl, but more like Shino Akune. So I wonder if they know what RNE likes to eat. That's true. Okay, so she was like, you know, that's bad table manners if you're reading something while it's breakfast. Oh, but I'm finished eating, so I just sort of slipped into my usual routine. Well, that's true. It's like, if you eat so quickly, then you're not gonna feel full, and as a result, you're gonna eat more, and you know what that happens, or what happens next. Well, then it's like, well, you know, you should sit back, you should slow down and taste the flavor of Shino's cooking instead of just eating it up quickly. Ha! You're obviously just after her food. Okay.
いやー、おばさんの料理も美味しいんですけど、朝から揚げ物ばっかりで、それに超低血圧じゃないですか。
So I wonder how fried foods help with the low blood pressure. Well, I don't really know much about this. This is way too much into health. Well, long story short, she's always in a terrible mood. So it's like, well, she always wakes up with the feeling that she didn't get enough sleep. So she's always grouchy, always tired. And I wonder what she does that doesn't get her enough sleep, or the fact that it's just her low blood pressure makes it really hard for her to stay awake. So she was like, well, it doesn't really matter if it's one extra person or not, because it's not gonna take additional effort or so much additional effort to make one extra meal for one extra person. So Arnie says her first word, and she says, Shino. So, what is it, Arnie? You want seconds? What? So, sauteed burdock. Okay, so she wants the sauteed burdock. I think Shino understands what she wants. Yeah, oh, okay, so I don't know if Arnie likes it. Looks like she does. Okay, so I think Arnie's finished. Oh, so she actually wants more. So Shino's still pointing out some of the bad table manners that Keiji has. So one, he reads newspapers. Two, he puts his elbows on the table. Yes, I'll be careful. It's like, well, we have a person named Arnie here, and she might be influenced by your bad table manners, and we don't want that to happen. Well, then again, Shino is kind of acting like a mother. She's taking care of Arnie, feeding her, and giving instructions to Keiji not to be a bad role model for Arnie. Well, I guess that goes to show how serious she is about taking care of Arnie.
もうケイ君も人事みたいに夫婦だって言われてるんだから一緒に。何言ってるの久美子ちゃん。いやいやそんな私こんな大きな子でもいない。
Well, it's really hard for Shino to basically counterclaim Kumiko's hypothesis that Shino and Keiji look like a couple and they have a daughter named Arnie.
なんという時間差。本当にアルネンの相手に必死なんですね。ちょっと感動しました。
Oh, but then you hesitated on your response, so that kind of suggests that you are admitting or accepting my idea or statement that you and Keiji are like a couple and then you have a daughter named Arnie.
変な冗談言ってないで久美子ちゃんも手伝ってよ。はいアルネン卵焼き食べる？
But then again, Kumiko's now starting to take some of the role as well. Okay, Arnie, you want to have this fried egg instead? No response.
ほら私じゃやっぱり無反応。お世話しようにもこれですよ。
But then Kumiko's like, you know, I don't even know what Arnie likes. She doesn't respond to what I ask her, or
どうして
such.
私からだけ食べてくれるのかな。やっぱ最初にご飯を食べさせてあげたっていうのが強いんじゃないですか。シノさんからもらえるものは安全だって刷り込まれたとか。
I'm not really sure about that. Well, that's right. When Shino was told to take care of the girl, the first thing she did was try and give her food. And she was unresponsive when I told her to eat. So Shino tried eating something right in front of her eyes. And when she did that, the little girl began to eat as well, imitating Shino's every move. Honestly, I think it's kind of amazing that you were able to get an alien to eat so normally.
ちゃんとお腹に優しいようにおかゆにしたよ。長旅で疲れてるだろうし。
Well, that's not what I mean. You didn't seem nervous at all.
相手は宇宙人。しかも金属だっていうのに普通におかゆ食べさせてましたもんね。
So it's probably Arnie doesn't know how to eat. So when Shino showed Arnie what it means to eat, Arnie learned quickly and followed Shino, or Shino's model.
面倒を見ろってそういうことだよね。もしかしてこの子の正体や化けとかそういうの期待されてたの？無理無理無理。
Well, I think Shino's going a little bit too far this time. She thinks that they want her to eventually reveal this Arnie figure to the world and basically show that we got an alien who descended onto Earth. But I'm pretty sure that's not what they mean when they wanted Shino to take care of this figure for now. But they're still trying to figure out what to do with this figure, given that this is something unprecedented and it's never happened before, and it's quite unusual. No, I think your dad knew you wouldn't be capable of that when he left her for, or to you.
そうかな。うちのお父さんの場合、勢いだけで言っちゃった気がするんだけど。あ、アルネちゃん、またこぼれてる。やっぱお母さんだ。はいはい、もう好きに言ってくださいな。大丈夫？喉に水持ったよ。噛んだものはこまめに飲み込んでね。はい、じゃあ飲んで。
Okay. So Shino's giving Arnie all these little pointers like, hey, you drip food on the table. Is your stomach okay? Did you chew enough before you swallowed it? No, it's nothing. Well, those two really do look like mother and daughter. So Shino and Arnie. Well, Shino actually seems like she's be a good mother someday. That's true. Though I know she'll turn bright red if I say that, so I'll keep quiet. Well, the fact that she was already embarrassed that people are labeling her as like the mother, especially from Kumiko. And it looks like Arnie picked up on that speech. This kid is reading my thoughts. Uh-oh. Well, right. She's able to sense what I'm thinking and verbalize it herself. So it looks like Shino's able to brush off that statement successfully. And it looks like Arnie still wants to eat. So Kumiko flashes me another evil grin. I glare back, trying to tell her not to do anything stupid. So I think Kumiko's like, see? Even Arnie agrees that Shino makes a good mother. She catches on quick, but only at the worst possible moment. So after a few days with her, I come to realize that Arnie responds to my will rather than what I say out loud. So like Arnie can see through the smoke and mirrors that Keiji speaks and actually read his thoughts. Well, if I focus on a particular thought, Arnie will sense it. For example, so he's going to think of something and see if Arnie is going to respond to it. So, give me a cup, please. Okay, Keiji, cup. Thanks. So Arnie actually gives Keiji a cup. Just like that. And Shino kind of sees what Keiji was doing. It's like, you know, you can get the cup yourself. You shouldn't be relying on Arnie that much. Oh, I'm sorry. Arnie was just closer, so it was more convenient to ask her to hand me over a cup than to have me walk around the whole table and grab the cup myself. Well, I guess not. So as Shino said, I just have to think about something hard enough and it'll reach Arnie. Well, I suppose it's convenient, but I have no idea why it's possible in the first place. Well, then again, she's an alien, so it's really hard to understand what capabilities she has. Well, I wonder if it has anything to do with how she swallowed me up during the fire. And the burn I picked up then is completely gone as well. So I relentlessly or reflexively glance down at my arm, but it doesn't feel any different. So I think it still hurts. And once again, Shino is able to pick up on Keiji's movements. No really, I was just wondering if I'd be bitten by a mosquito. But I'm pretty sure that's not gonna fool Shino in any way. Oh? So Shino immediately returns to caring for Arnie. Okay, so Shino probably took Keiji's comment. If something's wrong, she's usually good at picking up on it. There you go. Well, I should keep that quiet. I don't want to make her all worried, like Shino usually is. Okay, so it looks like breakfast is finished, and now Kumiko's wondering why she's called Arnie. So Kumiko throws this question my way just as we were finishing breakfast, before she and I headed out to work. She's waving a strand of foxtail right in front of Arnie's face, obviously hoping for some kind of reaction, but to no availability. Huh? You're asking this now? You've already started calling her Arnie yourself. So it's like, well, I just call her Arnie because everyone else calls her Arnie as well. But I still kind of wonder where that name came from. Oh, okay, so Shino gave her the name. She was like, no, you're the one that named her. You called her Arnie, or you suggested the name. Only that I kind of modified it and made it sound cuter. So Shino, having washed up dishes, wipes her hands clean and joins the conversation. Well,
ケイ君、最初はアルネちゃんのこと R って呼んでたの。アルファベットの R。
Okay, so it's like well, you're the one that started her name. You just said R. R is a letter in the alphabet.
うわ、頻繁じゃないんだからそんなそっけない。いや、ケイジらしいっちゃらしいけど、でもなんで R？
So yeah, so out of all the letters in the alphabet, why you choose R? Like, what does R have that's special for this person? Who cares? And anyway, so Shino said, it'd be sad for her name to just be letter R, so we changed it to Arnie.
私
So she was kind of figuring out, okay, so how can we modify her name so that it's more than just letter R, something that sounds cuter. And then she kind of looked into like yay, nay, so R, nay, R, yay, the such. Oh, okay. So then it's like then Keiji modified it again, so Arne became Arne. So actually her name is Arne, not Arne. Sorry about that. So it's more like Keiji and Shino were just basically making up stuff, just going through like their letters, different words to try to come up with some name that they could call this mysterious figure. And I'm not really sure why Keiji picked letter R, but we do know that her name started from the letter R, and then they kind of fixed it to make it more interesting than just the letter R. I see, you're at that again. Oh, here it comes. Took rather a while for her to realize she was being made fun of. Well, honestly, Shino's so hopeless when it comes to those sorts of jokes. So once again, Kumiko's asking, so why did you start with the letter R? Because R is just somewhere dead smack. So somewhere in the middle of the alphabet. Well, I had to call her something, and for some reason or other, so I think Keiji is telling Kumiko, well, you did tell me, not to guess or make, estimates of anything, unless you're sure that this is correct. But then, when it comes to names, how come you just randomly picked a letter and gave this figure that name? Who cares? It was only a placeholder. So I think he's trying to tell Kumiko, well, let's just call it R for now, but in the future we'll figure out a proper name to call this figure. Hey, Shino, oh, wait. So Kumiko thinks, that Keiji is hiding his real intent for, picking the letter R to represent this figure's name. Well, I try and stop her and get a cushion to the face. Alright, so she wants to know why R. Okay. So it's like, so when I first saw this figure, she was in the liquid form, and that's why I kind of picked up on the letter R. Oh, okay, so she's named after the fact that she could turn into a liquid, or she was first seen as a liquid. But then wait a minute, isn't liquid L? Yeah, I know it's L. So in Japanese, it's very common that you can mistake it between L and R. There's not really a clear, distinct pronunciation between letter R and letter L. And it's one of the hardest things when they try to learn a foreign language where L and R are distinct. Yeah, well, laugh all you want. Well, that's what happened anyways, so everyone makes mistakes sometimes. And also, I directed Kumiko's gaze back towards Shino. So what's going on now? And she's like, well, when I finally finished her name, that's when I realized that he chose the wrong letter to represent liquid. But then it's like, well, since the mistake was already done, we already got the name finalized, we'll just have to stick with it for now. Well, can't we just stop inviting her to eat with us then? So I think he's like, well, Kumiko's being too nosy, too bossy, and asking too many questions, so maybe we should put her aside. Well, maybe you should stop asking so many questions about why her name is Arne. Well, if it's that important, just how dedicated are you stuffing your face at every opportunity? Well, don't worry, Kumiko. That was just a joke. Ah, the kid's reading my mind without permission again. So it's like, well, at least be happy that we're inviting you over for meals. So you shouldn't be too picky or basically annoying us too much with all sorts of questions. Ah, that's the other half. So nice ventriloquy there. So a few days have now passed since the town welcomed our mysterious arrival from outer space. And with that in mind, I'm going to stop the video here. I know it's getting quite long. But we had a pretty lengthy discussion about where Arnie's name came from. And it came from the fact that she was first seen as a liquid, and then Keiji chose R. And it kind of falls between that confusion between L and R, which is common in Japanese. And then she was like, well, R sounds too plain, so let's make it sound a little bit cuter. Let's modify a little bit. So then she looked at R yay, R nay, and I think she went with R nay. So now with all that name discussion out of the way, we're going to see what happens next and how it's going to go at work at the Vorks workshop today. So with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.